Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, I missed the exit. Oh, yeah. Another hype one for you. Coming in smooth on a Tuesday. What is happening? What is good? What are you wearing? Oh, and I just thought I'd throw that out there. You know, I'm wearing clothes. I got me a Cabela's shirt on. You can't even get Cabela's shirts anymore. Now they're all the Bass Pro. That trap beat though. That was one of the free ones I found. I actually kind of like it. Not a bad little simple beat. Just a smile. Ooh, you guys everyone visualize right now. Grateful Dong wearing Just a Smile. Ooh. Paulette? That's so funny, Paul, you say that. With Paulette, was she wearing socks with, yeah. As little as possible. It's hot out there. I don't know what my temp is. 96. My internal car temp was 102. Which is, it's up there. But it was also sitting out in the sun in the parking lot all day at work, collecting what they call heat. Can you feel that heat? Woo! Ooh. Spicy. There's a Cabela's 5 minutes from you. Which one is that? Wait, why am I? Because that's how your focus be. Do. That's how it do. There is a Cabela's 20 minutes-ish from me in Rogers. I'm right by that one. Well, not right by, but right by. 20 miles as the crow flies. Is that what they call it? Anyone else have anything spectacular on? What are we all carrying today? What's the good word on the street? I carried a newbie today. I don't think I've posted a photo yet. And for some reason, it somehow managed to go back in the box. I'm not sure how that happened. Not sure how that happened, but we've got this. That doesn't even give it away, does it? One might not know what this is had they just seen said box. Some of you know because you know what I ordered. What up, One Moon? Paul, Grateful Dong, Magnus, Sluts, Ho, Slap, Tickle. We'll give a little bit on the Moorish men salute as well. Saints Paul, Dong, the Moorish men salute. Welcome, everyone. What's up, Can of Biscuit? North Valley Neil. Have I talked to you, Neil? You got it, right? You got the package, correct? Tell me more. What's up, Deadhead Clint Crosby? What's everyone getting into on a Tuesday? Cicero, we are celebrating. Ooh, I got to go get something out of the fridge for the celebration. What's up, AA Ron? I'm going to be shipping out a couple of knives to AA Ron this week. He was one of the winners from the giveaway, and he doubled up. What's up, Henry, as well? At the beginning there, how are we all doing? You received one parcel. I still have another thing I got to work on for you. But you did receive one parcel, and it did have one knife in it. Looked a little different than when you gave it to me about 1,000,000 years ago. Ling Long Dong. What's up, Derek? Matt Maurer. That side gives it away. This side, not so much, but that side. The auxiliary, it's in. I had to take it out. It had runes. Wow. Okay. Yeah. What are we celebrating? We are celebrating. Achievement unlocked as of yesterday. Achievement unlocked. What is that? The ability to buy more knives? No. Probably the likeliness to maybe buy less. But that's not true. How could we buy less? Say less. Do less. Show less. Show more. Leveled up. Let's open this thing up, huh? What do you? I just wanted to show off the packaging. If you had not received, Jesus, an auxiliary manufacturing knife. What is it like? What's the experience? Are you experienced? Kind of a situation. Ooh, I gotta talk to Terry. See if Terry pops in here today. Let me get some of this stuff moved. Trying to What's up, Neil? The Mac. Mac needs a hug. I'd give him a hug. I'll give you all hugs. Just snipped and studded another XL Bowie. Oof. Paul, you tell me more. It's dirty. That's so hot, though. That XL is huge. Who was that one for? Who is that one? Wow. Why does that look so... Ugh. There we go. Better. Yeah, who is it for, Paul? For yourself or... 45-degree milling pattern right there. I carried these today. Right? And this. All right, Kevin here. Today we've got a very special unboxing. We have a Evil Dead flower. We have some words, some symbols, dropping grenades. Right? So get the full soak here. That is, there we go. Auxiliary Manufacturing Pocket Bowie Slip Joint M390 Titanium Production. Bowie slip. There's the box. We've got a slide. Couple stickers. The Coffin series. Auxiliary Manufacturing out of Reno, Nevada. Set that aside. So the internal box has the same marks. It's a miniature coffin. They could probably make boxes like coffins too. But the Coffin series, as you all know, I should probably have this out on the table. My Auxiliary Manufacturing Captain's Bowie with the Coffin series on the handle there. All right, so let's go. Boom. Got the cloth, always nice. Another sticker, only slightly smaller. Got a nice looking patch. And the knife, squishy foam. Good packaging, I dig it. Simple, all the stuff you want. QC pass. This is tinier than I was expecting. Mini bag on the floor. But here it is. Check it out. Boom, boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Auxiliary Manufacturing Pocket, or what is it called exactly again? What did they say? The Pocket Bowie slip joint. With the coffin shape on the handle, we do have a clip. Even though it's very small, you can swap the clip to the other side. Got that. For me, it's a 3-finger grip. Ain't getting the 4th on there. But it feels nice like that. You can get in there. Index finger out on the swoop. It's teeny. But look at them together here. Look at this. Bow, bow. Right? They have some folders. Paul was just talking about the XL folder they have. It's like this long. Same design, but it's like a frame lock. And it's about 9 inches or so. What's up, Trish? How are we doing today? What's going on, Gabe? Auxiliary Manufacturing, question mark. Gabe, you've not heard? They're out of Reno, Nevada. This is handmade by Michael himself. This is number 1 of 11. Captain's Bowie, AEBL, Rich Light and Ironwood on this nice fixie. Really good stuff. I got this in Atlanta last year, so I've had it for a year and a couple of months or whatever. Really enjoy it, like the shape of it and the style. And then He does have that same style in a lot of other knives that they do. This is the slip joint. Also have some folders, crossbar lock folders, frame lock folders. There's a couple that have bolster style kind of locks. I should just bring up the page right now. Auxiliary manufacturing. There it is. I will post a link copy. Paste. Link posted in the chat. There is a discount code. I don't have any affiliate link or anything like that, but if you use this code right here, Coffin, for 10%. Whoops, that will be confusing. Let me get rid of that. So type in Coffin, all caps, and you'll get an extra little 10% off your order. Thanks to Michael over there at Auxiliary. Cool stuff though. This is the slip joint. It is smaller than I thought. I did check it out in Atlanta, but you check out so many knives, you don't really remember them all. It does have a half stop right there and kind of a nail notch nick in it. The push to half stop is kind of, I don't know, it doesn't have a lot of snap to it. It's kind of a lighter, but then the final close is good. It is a stiffer open, but it is solid when it's out. I'm pushing out here on it with my thumb, and it's hard to kind of push it partially closed. So that is cool. Here is the main page. So this is their crossbar style lock that's just coming out. Here's the full frame lock version. Here's all of them actually. But Paul did the big one, the XL, and then he did the flipper tab delete and put a stud on it. The XL is 9-inch. You can get the Bowie style or the Tonto. Pretty rad. The crossbar lock ones are cool. It's a little small for me, and with that crossbar lock, I could potentially cut myself on my palm, but that's just a me thing. That where they don't have, must be out of stock. The original one with the green inlay, I don't see that anywhere. Knives, view all. This one here, I really like this one a lot with this micarta inlay, and it has the bolster. So you got that bolster lock possibility. So decent for the lefties. All right, Magnus Lutz. Ho, what's up, Thomas? Boom. How you doing, dude? Welcome in. Yeah, just got rolling here. Little chit chat, and I opened up my new auxiliary manufacturing slippy. This thing is small, but for a smaller 3-finger grab, cutting a box, tearing through some stuff, this is a great size. I'm glad I picked this one up. I almost got myself another ABW slip, which I probably still will, at some point. My other ABW is out. It's going to be gone for a couple of months. But I really like the way this looks. I think it's cool. I think I'm just going to leave the clip on the... Oh, my nose itches. I think I'm going to leave the clip on the right side since it's more of a secondary type carry. I'll carry it more on that side. But because it's small, they usually fit into my pocket pretty well. I just put it in the hand like that, and then boom, boom, boom. You might as well, just take that clip off. Although I think I'm just going to leave it on there for now. Gives it a little bit more thickness in the hold. Boom. Snappy. Fun. Smaller slip. So like that Rosecraft. I've got more Rosecraft on my mind than, what's that company? Case. Here's the Stinking Creek sow belly. Makes it look tiny. Or my Barlow Gateway. Gateway's kind of a bigger slip joint though, so that one doesn't count as much. Here's my Artisan Cutlery. See, those are a little bit more similar in size. You can see the handle is obviously a little bit longer, but the size of this is definitely nice. I like that it's smaller. It is a secondary type of a knife carry. I really enjoy my Rosecraft Peanut, and it's even smaller yet. But look at that. It's almost the same size. Wow. That's impressive. It definitely feels beefier than this Peanut, even though the Peanut is certainly chunkier that way. But this way, the auxiliary's got it kind of beat. Have you seen the coming soon slip joint from Vero? No. Can I see it on the Vero site, or where can I find it? Let me know where I can find it, and I will check it out. So there is that and that. Now I have two from auxiliary. I think they're great. Look at these two side by side though. Bam, right? What's up, John? Mr. Oregon. What I like about it is its knifiness. It's got like a knife feature to it. You seen the new Vagrants? They've got some of these and some like camel carbons and stuff and some Primo. This is just an awesome knife. I don't know why this one's so nice. It is definitely smaller than the ABW. I don't have my ABW currently. It is out getting some work done, which I'm excited for. But I'd say this case is probably similar, a little bit closer to the ABW size. So it's definitely smaller. Just Google Vero TBD. Okay. Isn't the blade shape cool though? I love it. I think it's really fun. Okay, so if I go Vero TBD. Oh, that kind of has like it gives me ABW slip vibes, kind of. Anybody got one of these? Or no, they don't, because it's not out yet. Is that correct? $350. Hollow Grind MagnaCut coming out this month, it says. So when do these drop? They're about to drop now. Anybody getting on one of these? Ooh, I do like the way that blade shape. I do like the way that looks. That's pretty neat. I don't know about the logo right there. Make it a little smaller, put it here. Not out yet. Yeah, but it should be, it looks like it's coming out in the next, soon. Okay. Thomas Connolly. So glad you switched Monday to Tuesday. Online brick and mortar knife retailer Knife Hub does a Monday night. Oh yeah. I haven't checked that out. That's cool though. Well, I've got my league on Mondays. So I'm helping out. Well, it's not my league, but my friend's league, and we help do like the paperwork stuff, collect money, and check off the list stuff. What's up, B. Dixon? So yeah, it'll be Tuesday, you know, for now. I know in the winter, Mondays open back up. We'll see in the future. Things are changing a little. I'm chilling. Remember I told you about those things I had, all these little things I got out in the fire. I just took a big one out. And this is my first day home home. Where's my plant? Holy shit. I'm gonna go get 2 things. Hollow grind for sure. The hollow grind, what I see some with a hollow grind on it, it jumps it goes baboosh. You know what I mean? I like it. I love it. It also has a hollow grind. Bladow. Yeah, it definitely looks bigger. This looks, what is it? Oh, 6 inch. It's big. It's like an inch larger. It doesn't look small. It looks nice, but it looks like the handle. What is the handle? Almost a 4-inch handle. It's cool. Very cool. You one of those hoe moaners now? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Whoa. Lean back. Lean back. Homeowner. Oh. It appears that I need a knife. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Homeowner. Legacy title. There's a picture of a house. Been a long time coming, kids. Oh, we drinking tonight? This is like a fish. Like I am officially the owner of this property. Well, the bank owns it. I get to give money to them for quite a while. So yeah, let's legacy title. They asked me at closing, you know, they're like, do you want would you like the cider or the Prosecco? And whatever people choose is great. I chose the Prosecco. What is this now? That's kind of different. And it's dark. I can't see. Am I going to be able to... What is that? Boone's Farm. See, this is a weird looking thing. And it's on a smaller bottle that I'm not aware of. Adorable. The bottle, too. What's adorable is I can't... Oh, there we go. Sergeant Maximus. There it goes. Cheers, everyone. That ain't bad. Prosecco for closing on the house. I'm going to be making payments for a while. Don't pop all over my knives, right? This is all me. Do I paint the walls? What do we do? Do we continue to expand? Do I get all my huge aquariums out of storage and set them up? What do we do? Trish for $5. High five. Slap. Da, 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 da. Dun, dun, dun. Gabe says, I would do a CBD or THC type beverage. Haven't had alcohol in 20 years. I was going to say cheers to that. I mean, is that wrong? Good for you. Congratulations. Whatever you're, like I said at the beginning, you know, whatever your drink of choice, you know. but it calls for celebration. It has been a little bit of a long time coming. I mean, welcome to just the reality of I'm not a rich man and getting control of, making sure finances and everything gets all approved and goes through and whatever. Here we are. I signed the papers. We have closed. I have been stressed out about it for a while and not, no shade on anyone or whatever, but just, you know what I mean? When you don't have it done, until I was actually there sitting down, signing the papers, I was still the anxiety of like, okay, well, am I going to have to move in a month? And even if I would have had to move, the reality is I would have been approved. And then I just would have then found another home and then had to just move everything. So it wasn't like it was all terrible, but you know what I mean? I'm comfortable. I like this place. I've been here for a while. Bubbly. It's very bubbly. It's tingly. What's up, Brashier Beer? It's time to build a full-on garage knife making shop. I see you over there. For those of you who know, I've been kind of holding tight, stashing some money away. What's up, Stacy? How you doing, hon? Congrats on the closing. Thank you. But it's like been tough to say, all right, let's order this,
Dan, congratulations. Nate would have something clever to say, so I should keep hope alive. Good luck running around al fresco in your abode.
What, you think I don't already do that? I've lived alone in this house for a few years now. So I definitely al fresco. All the neighbors, I mean, hopefully the neighbors don't watch the channel. They'll be like, oh, all I need to do is look out my back window and I could see you walking around. Like, yeah, you might. A full editing studio. Well, I have space to do, more stuff like that, Sergeant Maximus. But the garage, I've been on hold. They've had the previous owners have been storing some stuff there and in the basement that they're now gonna come pick up the rest of that. And I will now have full reign on the garage, full reign on where my finances are and how the money's coming in and what's going on, locked down, because I know what my new monthly payment is. I know where I'm at. So now I can start looking into that grinder, that kiln. Let's get the garage set up. Let's start making some knives. That's what's up. Haven't been able to think about it much. I mean, I think about it, but do stuff about it because of it's up in the air. Am I going to be living here? Am I going to have to be packing up and moving? And am I going to be able to get another house? Or am I going to be moving into an apartment? Am I going to whatever? Basement shop, much better than garage shop. Well, I could do basement shop too, but I know some of the things, dust, like I've got a wood shop out there where I have a lathe, make stuff on there, and the saws and things, where dust collection, I mean, I have one of those dust like vacuums. It's a big stand-up dust thing that has a big tube that runs out to wherever I'm doing work, and it draws the sawdust and the particles away. I have one of those, but inside for certain things like that, I mean, I have that ability. I have a shop in the basement right now, but it's more my sculpture, painting, drones, soldering. I've got tables and stuff down there for doing stuff like that. So I can easily set things up both ways. I do have a propane tank for the garage. So like in the winter, that propane cannon heater you have it on for like 5-10 minutes, and then the garage is warm, and then you turn it off, and you don't have to really turn it on for the next half hour. It's Hoffy, what's up? Metal dust, nothing like wood dust. Right, I suppose metal dust doesn't really get in the air, right? Does it get up in the air and then falls to the ground? So yeah, I mean, I have that option too. It's mine, so I can kind of mess around in the basement, mess around in the garage. I have some, I have options. I have options. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Thank you all for sticking with my stressful. You might not even, some of you might not even have noticed. Some of you might not even notice. But it's been stressful the last month or two. After Atlanta, I was even worried about Atlanta because I knew, like, okay, in the house and the costs were going out to Atlanta with the flights and everything, and it's like, should I be spending this money, you know? But the thing is it's also, yeah, how could I not go hang out with the people that were I mean, just to be able to hang out with Donnie and Dong and Nate and, well, and Derek. I didn't really know Derek until after that weekend, but to be able to go there and hang out anytime, like Paul has said he's going to try to go next year. Please do. Anyone, Thomas, all of you. It'd be great to hang out anytime for sure. And the blade shows are definitely a great spot for that. If you have the budget, downdraft table for the grinders. Downdraft table. So is that like a vacuum suction on the edges in certain spots or whatever? And I probably don't have the budget. Just be like, my budget is going to be specifically for a grinder, and that will be all of it. Then I got to continue to save for other things. Again, I would like to get a kiln. If it comes down to having to have someone else heat treat it first. I mean, I'm going to start off just making some fixed blades and just kind of just playing around. I'm an artist. I got into the channel in the first place because I like making stuff. I like being creative. I have a studio in the basement in the garage already, even though I'm not fully set here. So now that I'm set, I can really kind of start locking some things down, which I'm excited. Very exciting stuff. But I appreciate all the input. Anyone that has ideas, want to bounce off ideas, got some things like that. How much is a downdraft table? Sounds like an air hockey table that sucks instead of blows. It definitely does suck. I always wanted a vacuum form table. Not that I do a lot of that, but you can do some things with it. I have an issue. I like projects and artsy type things, and so it's gonna get a little wild with that. It's also gonna get a little wild with the aquariums. We're gonna have to figure out some fish tank stuff. I got some bigger aquariums. Could I put one in the background for the live? I'd have to put it right here. And then it would look weird because you're at an angle. Do many of the YouTube crew go to Blade West? I know some people do. Excuse me. I have not been to West. I'm not going to be going to West. I already have too many other events and things going on this year. I mean, unless someone wants to fly me out there, I'm open to that. You know, I mean, realistically, if it would be like Kansept or something. If Joyce got a hold of me and wanted to fly me out to have me work the whole weekend, it'd be worth it. Even though I'm not really into wanting to work the whole weekend, working the half a day for him was fine. But being free and being able to run around and stuff, for sure, I need quite a bit of that. Is West, I'm assuming, is only 2 days. Texas is 2 days, but Atlanta is 3 days. So I'm assuming that West is probably also just 2 days. Anyone going to be going to West? I don't even know when is it. When is it? September? You can get kits to build. What's up, One Moon? Yes, I've seen those kits. I've seen those kits. But my first official thing I want to do is I want to get a grinder. If I get a grinder, I'm looking at 2x72 grinders. If I get one of those and get like a couple things for it, a nice flat table, platen, whatever things, I'm a novice. And then I can start buying some material and start just grinding some stuff and just start making some shapes, doing a little bit of work. But I'm going to have somebody else heat treat for now. Maybe I try to plan a trip to go see Donnie. We've been talking about that a little bit. It's only about 6 hour drive for me to go to Omaha and hang out with Donnie. Sparks and a downdraft table might not be best idea unless it's all metal. Oh, if you're making a spark and downdraft type table, it should be metal. Right. You don't want any of that made out of wood. I understand. But I also got some saws and stuff for like doing scales. If I'm doing like wood or like micarta. I mean, I'm telling you, if I'm going to be doing scales, micarta type materials is you could do a carbon steel HT with a DIY forge. Oh, right. Just get a little forge kit and then heat it up. I think ultimately I'd like to save up and buy a kiln. I mean, I don't know. But to me, I would understand that if I bought a kiln, it's like you can get very temperature specific, bring it up to the exact temperature that you want for the exact amount of time you want. Which I think consistency is probably one of the more desired things for something like that. Again, I am a novice. I have a lot of learning to do when it comes to that. But I would imagine consistent. You get it to the correct temperature. You hold it at that temperature for the right amount of time. You cool it in the correct amount of time in the correct way, whether it's quenched or air or plates, whatever it is. Scales are the messiest part. Yeah, I should do the scales will be out in the garage because I can have all my dust collection shit set up. You can get a few import grinders for different materials, so you're not swapping belts. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I'm gonna be baby steps. I have, as far as I have a bandsaw and a skill saw and a jigsaw and one of those saws. I got a drill press. So I got a lot of stuff set up in the garage for doing some handle type materials for sure, other than titanium or metal or like aluminum or whatever. I do need to get that CNC. I got that little mini CNC machine set up that we could start doing some stuff on. Set up a permanent. I kind of want to figure out how to do. I'm going to set up a permanent my 3D printers because I have my regular 3D printer. I have my resin 3D printer. Set up an airbrush station because I got my airbrush with a vent for it. I've got a little vent box I made. I got a lot of stuff I want to do with the house. You mean radial arm saw? We'll go with that. We'll go with that. You know, you're cutting 2x4s and shit. One of them. While the heat treat is important, time-wise, it's a small piece of the pile. I'd save that for last. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, get the machines to like start actually shaping some stuff. And rather than getting a shitty little small grinder, get myself one that's decent, that's going to be able to work for me. Should I just move into your basement, says Paul? Well, as great as that could be, what's up, Kyle? Airbrush or hairbrush? Both. Both. I have a hairbrush. No, airbrush. So I made a little paint box with a fan sucking the air into it so that you don't, with an airbrush, you don't get a lot of as much mist or like overspray if you're doing it right, because you have pressure and you're down in there. But you still get some stuff in the air. I am I gotta tell you, one thing I am in love with. One thing I am absolutely in love with is living alone. Living alone for me. It really cost me extra. What's up, Michael? The Threlkeld. I just, something about living alone. It's the dishes in the sink are mine. The dirty whatever is because of me. I tend to be fairly clean, fairly with it or organized or whatever. I don't really make too much of a mess. I kind of like having things have homes. So when most everything's in its home, everything's generally pretty clean. Table collects, you know, like the table out there, I throw stuff on it all the time so it builds. But generally it's fairly clean. Paul doesn't need a basement, just a cot and a bathtub to mod. Clint, you winning anything else today? What'd Clint win today? He's a big winner. He's won from me a couple times. Miter saws for metal. Living alone is the best. Just an occasional visit from Pamela Anderson. I mean, yeah, ultimately, yeah. But it is nice just to be able to come home and be like, nobody's here. I can just, if I just want to sit on the couch and do nothing, which doesn't, you know, whatever. I always am doing some shit. But here we are. I don't have anyone out there being like, shut up, stop talking to that microphone. But I've had roommates. I've had a wife. She's wonderful. You know, no longer my wife, which was by choice, and I'm cool with that. Bless her. I hope everything's going well for her today. I haven't talked to her in a while. But yeah, happily single, fresh homeowner. No, Palm Ella Henderson. Oh, I saw it. That's congratulations. Thank you, Legacy Title, for giving me the loan. I will be cutting checks to U.S. Bank for the next 30 years, unless I make it happen faster than that. Clint won twice yesterday. Good Lord. Last time I got yelled at by a woman for, I told her to sit somewhere else. I gotta proofread what I read. Thanks, Kyle. It's all good. Yeah, you know, maybe not on the bus. Maybe not on the bus. You know, there's a time and place. There's a time and place. So this is my new purchase right here, this cutie. 45-degree milling angle. It's probably my favorite. It might be my favorite titanium 45-degree mill. That was my carry today. So I carried this out of focus butte. Come on, please. 45-degree mill. I carried my Numb Knives Cornerstone. 45-degree milled. Hollow grind. S90V. Jimps out here. I mean, what else? Maybe a little bit more detent. To be fair, it was the short bus, and I did have a helmet. Eye contact is key. 48.5 mil or nothing. And then I carried also the KB Eldorado with the 45-degree mil. So it was a 45 today. Right? It's probably my favorite feeling and looking. It just is very clean, very classy, and the grip is good because it's not straight. It's got just a slight angle to it, so no matter how you're holding it, you kind of feel like you're going across that grain, and just feels nice, you know. Eldorado, this thing is great. Really cool one from KB. Larger slip joint. So carried 2 slippies today. Right? But I'm not mad about it. Is the auxiliary manufacturing fixed blade of the same design worth the price? I think so. As far as fixies go, I love this thing. I think it's great. They have, let me pull up what you're talking about here. You're just talking about, because this is like the limited. There's only 11 of these in existence. Custom one-offs made by Michael in Reno. Very cool. Where are his fixed blades? Maybe out of stock? No. That was all knives, though. Are they out of... Is he out of fixies right now? View all. No fixies on the website other than these right now. 189 for the Stingray. AEBL. But these are made in Reno. I think they're great. Is an airplane appropriate if a bus isn't? Maybe. Sergeant Maximus. I think these are great. I mean, this is obviously the higher of the premium because it's a limited edition run. But yeah, AEBL, handmade in Reno, Nevada. Great feel, great style to it. He has definitely the more affordable non-limited run versions, and I think they're great. I love it. I paid full price for this. I am not affiliated. I know Michael, he knows who I am. He gave me a little discount on this. Full disclosure. He gave me 20%. He gave me the coffin. So if you want to buy something from there, use coffin. It gives you 10% off. I like him. I think they're cool. I think he's a nice guy. I think he has cool designs. I really like this little Bowie shape. So to me, I think it's cool. To be honest, I almost bought one of his, like the standard handle production or I don't know what you can call it, but the blacked out version. Yeah. Where are you looking at that right now, Sergeant? Where are you looking at that right now? Wait. Am I just missing? Well, see, now there's deadhead fixed blades. Oh, they're not on there. So it's kind of another one of those things. Michael, show all your product. Show all your products. All companies. All anyone who has any type of website, here is my plea. If you have ever made any design ever, leave it on the website. Say it's out of stock, say it's no longer made, whatever you want to do, but leave it on your website. We want to see it. Right now, when I go there, I can't really look and show you all their cool fixed blades that they've made in the past because they don't have them on the site because they aren't currently available. But they're handmade, awesome fixed blades. Each one is built one at a time at the shop in Reno, Nevada. You know, it's like show off those ones. And I'm not trying to get down on any of these companies. I love a lot of these companies. I love this one for sure. They're great. He's always been cool with me. He told me right away when I bought this, he's like, if I ever have any problems, if I want it sharpened, if I want it fixed, if there's something wrong with the handle, send it in. He'll fix it for free. But why not have archives? Why not have that, right, Hoffy? People do it, you know, KC on his Tempest knives. It's like he only shows what's available. It's like, but you have all these other cool designs. Leave them there. You know, we want to see them. You make good stuff. You have great designs. Continue to showcase them on your website. This isn't me being negative or hating or anything like that. This is me offering up my thoughts to some companies that I really like. I want to show off some of the cool. When you go to Atlanta, Auxiliary Manufacturing's table is full of the coolest handmade, US made fixed blades that are awesome. You know what I mean? And they should show it. But yeah, Sergeant, I think he makes great stuff. You know, if it's in your price range, you can afford it, everything's cool, go for it, bro. He backs his stuff. I'm down. I am down. But I wish there were more. It's literally like 90% of the websites out there. It's literally like almost all of them. So mine also came with this slip. It came with this Ulti-Clip leather slip, right? So here we go. You guys ready? Crotch shot. All right, so you can drop this in there with the Ulti-Clip. Boom. Locked down. I get into my pocket here and still, but it's right there. Bam. Look at how cool that is. That's not going anywhere. It's pulling my pocket with it. So he makes good slips. Right? I love the Ulti-Clip. This is my favorite kind of a slip, the in the pocket carry. I've had like my Motley. I will carry that and Scout like right here. And I do like that as well. I haven't carried that as much, but I'm actually kind of fond of it. Only issue is search results come up when you want available knives. Yeah, that's another thing too, is it's like there's a lot of companies that will they show all knives, but then if it's available, it's not, or how it filters. I get it. At least, I mean, it's sometimes it's just extra stuff. It's easy just to have up what you've got. But making that, if you literally just made an archive page or an archive folder on your site, so anything that's not currently in stock or isn't going to be anytime soon, like if it's going to be coming back in stock soon, you know, you can have it up there and just be like out of stock. But if it's not going to be, it's discontinued or whatever, then you just instantly drag it into that page. Cool blades, just not really into their design. right? And everybody, that's the thing. Some people really like a drop point, a clip point, a sheep's foot. They don't like the way this looks. I love this. This, to me, the shape of this is just awesome. I think it's super cool. This has that same shape to it. Plus, it's got that real classy milling. M390 and titanium. I mean, you know. Got a cool slip for the ABW with a lynch clip. Yeah, not as strong as the Ulti clip, but it'll do its job. And if it's for an ABW slip, it's not too big. So generally with a smaller knife, you don't need as much leverage. I'm disappointed how easy the Ulti clips rust. I say use the Jim Cox dark water clip. I have one of those dark water clips. It's not bad. I haven't really had a chance to test it yet. But I have several Ulti clips I've used, and I haven't really seen the rust issue. And I live in Minnesota. We have moisture, we have lakes. It's essentially the sharp finger. I am not aware of the sharp finger. If I just Google the sharp finger, tell me more. The old timer sharp finger, yeah, sort of. Sort of. I mean, the clip point, in a way, the sharp finger definitely has more of a scoop. You know, it's got more of a scoop right here that your finger kind of locks into. This doesn't really have that. This has that coffin style handle shape, which is different. And it does have a clip point, so that aggressive style of a clip is kind of similar. But the sharp finger doesn't have a choil of any kind. So right here, over time, right there, that's gonna start to smile up on you. But it's similar. I get you. I get you. Sharp finger's bigger on this. A little bit smaller. But that's the thing, is there's so many knives that have a lot of similarities. Chapstick or wax helps an Ulti clip open and close easier. I've not heard that. They're all pretty stiff. I don't mind that though, because then you get it closed and you know that thing is that bee's not going anywhere. Put an Ulti clip on a Momo fixed blade, and it changed my mind on fixed blade carry. Sure. Momo fixed blade? That sounds like a cool one. I have several Momos. It's a good knife. A little fixie. I'd be down with that. I'd be down with that. All right. Old timer? Ancient. Ancient. I got a couple old timers. I got one almost like that somewhere. Little Skinner. Little Skinner. I gotta go to the bathroom, y'all. It's that Champagne. I'll be right back. Enjoy me not being here for a minute, if you can. And if not, that's okay. So, never leave the desk. Oh, you got to make a P-tube design, like just a tube. So I'm just like right here. Is that a thing? Just a little, like a long tube. You have to be up higher so that it flows down. Wow. What are we talking about here? Would that work? It could be done. It could be done. For those of you just tuning in, I just closed on the house. It's official. It's mine. I got to start making payments on it. But we've got updates. So now that the house is officially mine, I'm not moving. Here we are. I can start investing in working on some knife making shop space. Pee in a just right in the vacuum. Oh, astronauts got one like that, right? The old astronaut poop chute. Wow. Wow. 6-foot aquarium. No more knives. Just a big fish tank. Anybody? Six small cans of Singer sewing machine oil. Well, where'd you get that? You just found it? Like, what's up, GHV, by the way? Got just this Singer sewing machine oil. I don't know where they came from. It's not mine. It's good news. It's been stressful getting to this point, getting it handled. Apparently, buying a house ain't the easiest thing in the world. They want you to have money. It's like, what's that? I spend all my money on knives. You kidding me? Kidding me? Too much maintenance? Fish tanks? You can't. I don't see it as that, Hoffy. Me personally. The thing is if you love the fish tank, you want to do things with it. And so then the maintenance becomes like an enjoyable thing. And if you do it right, I set up systems where they run themselves. Low volume, high plants, like the ecosystems that take care of themselves. But again, whenever you look at someone's aquarium, you go to someone's house and you look at their tank, you can tell how much they love their aquarium within seconds. You know what I mean? When you are in love with your tanks and you like stuff, you're looking up, you're researching, you're finding stuff that you want to add to it, you're evolving it. It gets to a certain point, then you change it and rearrange it, or you buy another one because you have a different fish that you want. And what happens is you love it so much they look pristine because you enjoy it. It's kind of like me with the knives and the table and stuff. I love these. I can sit there and play with knives all day. And so to me, it's not a chore to be in here arranging knives, cleaning knives, sharpening knives. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So to me, I love tanks. I've got 10. Well, I tore down those 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 aquariums with plants or fish or both in them running right now. And that's me running on. I might have to move. You will find out the hard way with a fish tank. I had 8. I currently have 15 running, and I've got probably a dozen or more in storage. I have some big aquariums, but I haven't wanted to set them up because when you have to move, that's where the pain is. But I just bought the house. I just closed on the house. What's going on, Fed Harrison? Fresh whole moaner right here. So now I can settle down because it's kind of one of those things when you buy the house now. Technically, I can't sell the house for like 5 years or whatever it is, but I don't plan on moving anytime soon. I'm in the area I want to be. I've got the job that I like. I have the ability to now work on some knives and expand that. Close to where my friends are for like my leagues and just friends. Family is very close by. Sister's 20 minutes away. Parents are an hour away. I am exactly where I want to be for a while. And so I can set up a bigger tank in the house and not be stressed out about it because I'm not moving. It's gonna be right there for a while. How you doing, Fed? Good to see you. I hope all is well. Staying out of the heat, or how's your temp today? I am still at 98. Shit. 97 degrees in Minnesota right now. So it's a cooker. Once you buy the wife, install the kids one at a time. I've been there. I've been there. No kids, no wife. Doing good with that. What's up, Kathleen? How you doing? Kathleen, it's official. I got it. I closed. They gave me the legacy title, homeowners achievement unlocked. I've been stressed out about it for sure. And it's finalized, so now I can kind of settle down, start figuring out some aquariums, start figuring out the art studio in the basement, start working on the knife studio in the garage, and all the awesome things that come with it. 77 for Fed right now, so you're styling. It's gross in Minnesota. Excuse me. Jesus. 100. Yeah, it's 100 down there. It's right by here. It's 100 degrees right now. So it's a toasty. 97 in Wisconsin. It's Hoffy. If you want shop info, hit me up. That's my true addiction besides knives, pews, and print and plastic crap. I'm involved with all of those things. Hoffy. All of those things. I have a couple of printers. One of them is a resin printer. I haven't printed anything with that in a while. I've been busy and, kind of got it. I need to buy some fresh resin. And I got several pews and I love knives. So we can talk. Fed, it's been raining for 3 days. Oof. Wet. Juicy. 104 for Hoffy. Check out the Kansept Main Street top liner lock. I like the Main Street. I like the Main Street. Kansept is just knocking them out. They've been knocking some stuff out. To be honest, I feel like it was like, they're different. I feel different. Ooh, that looks great. I feel different about a top liner lock than I do a crossbar lock. But the top liner lock is fast trying to be the crossbar lock in like, I'm just going to give you some fatigue. I'm going to put them on everything. Everything everywhere. Oh, here's our top liner lock. Here's our button liner lock. Here's our top button liner lock. That's just coming in hot. And we've been seeing some where we've been talking about it, and it's like the Dune. I love the Dune. Button actuated bolster, top liner lock, whatever. It doesn't need the button. You could just leave it the bolster lock and call it a day. And I love this thing just fine. And I feel like there's just too many buttons popping off on everything. Everything's top liner lock lately. And they're going to give us fatigue if they hit it too hard. Anybody disagree? Oops. This looks great though. I love the Main Street. I love the texture on there. That one, man. Boom. That is sick right there. The bronzed. M390 bronzed anode titanium with that circle texture. Top liner lock. Can you access? You probably can't because it's top. And so then you don't have the second. Yep, there it is right there. It's on the back. I kind of like the availability to do both. Button, liner, or in this case again, bolster. So it's like it could just be a bolster lock and it would be fine. It doesn't need to have that top liner lock, although it gives you another fidget factor to it. So you can use that button if you want. This is the Remet Meteor. They're great. They're cool. So don't get me wrong, but I almost feel like it's like, dude, they're just everywhere right now. Does the frame lock on the Contra screw up with your left? It works fine. It works fine. It takes very little adjustments. I'm used to having to adjust a little bit with the lefty, trying to figure out if you have any struggles or not. But the Contra really wasn't that bad. The ones I want to handle the guys, you know, the one, what was it, Nate's for most of Blade Show. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it at all. I think the Contra's cool. It's a nice knife. And I like Nathan. Been listening and lurking. Congrats on the house. Thank you, Kathleen. It's been a stressful month, but got it all locked down. Paper's been signed. It's official. It's official. So now I can settle into that. I was worried about that, trying to figure out what my, how much is it going to be per month? Where am I going to be at? What's going to happen? Because if I had to move or whatever, it's going to change. You have deposits, all these things. You never know. And so it's like spending money on like a grinder just wasn't a good idea until it was all kind of settled. Now that it's settled, now that I can start, planning on the garage and planning on some things, I'm excited for the next stage, the next step, the fun progression into life that we are taking. I don't, who knows? Pretty excited. Grinder soon. Grinder soon. Not on Grinder, a grinder. Paul. Okay. We were looking at these. Anybody else though? Am I wrong in thinking that it just seems like everybody's hitting the top liner locks really hard lately? And I'm not fatigued of it yet, but I feel like I can feel it. Can you feel it, baby? I can too. I do like them though. But there's just been a few of these now, like the Dune. I think the Dune would have been fine just with the bolster lock. And then if they made a lefty bolster lock, that would be a choice. Nothing like home ownership. It's pretty good. It's pretty exciting. But now I'm instantly like, okay. Besides the grinder, besides kind of rearranging studio space, now it's like, okay, I want to redo the kitchen. I want to redo the bathroom. I do want to buy a shower. I want to pull out all the existing and put in a new shower with a door. I think that'd be awesome. Mick's more sick of seeing M390. That's kind of been around too, but I feel like there's a lot of other steels out there. But if you're like, maybe you've been seeing M390 in that specific class of like quality, higher end knives all seem to be M390. I can hear you on that. If you use a grinder on grinder, you can get lots of business. Very manly. Definitely a thing right now. They're way better than button locks, sure, because you get the reliability of your liner lock, for sure. But they do seem to be coming in hot. All-time favorite bolster lock is the Bestech Constellation. We've talked about that one. We looked at it. That's a good one. It's not a bolster lock though. Ooh. I got my skiff bearings on my Taipan. Woo. Very happy with this knife. Definitely top contender. Not that I'm a steel snob, but it seems like you see a lot of M390 and S35. Magnacut. What's the new one that people are the M398? Starting to see a little bit more. Not a lot. I don't have much, but I know that I've been kind of starting to notice that a little bit more. Constellation is a nice one. Bestech is making some good stuff. I'm definitely down. Definitely down. Sick of it too. Long for the day of 20 CV. Same thing, really. There's fun steels out there. I would like to try some more. Build the knowledge. Moorish. This is the inspiration though right now, man. Feeling stuff like this. Feeling stuff that Donnie does. Guys or gals that are just in their garage doing work, making some stuff. It's like, okay, I want to do that. Or Michael making some fixed blades. I'm definitely interested. Clayton burning stables. I'm going to start calling the top liner lock a smock lock. Fairly sure the smock was the first one anyway. Isn't it? It is, isn't it? Isn't it? Boom. There it is. Right there. Boink, boink, boink. So it is one of the first ones, isn't it? Or it is the first one. Oh, I was looking for front flipper. No, I was looking for liner. What you looking for? Just call it the smock lock. Magnus Lutzo. Where's Hate Nate tonight? That's a little loose. Need to tighten that down just a smooge. Dong, you know what Nate's getting into tonight? He's usually pretty busy till 6 anyway. We got flooded with the Axis locks. Right. Now for a housewarming party. Sister when you coming? I'll have a housewarming. You can come anytime, baby. That's what I'm worried about, Mick, is the way that the Axis lock just flooded. And it feels like I can just see all these top liner locks just blah. It wasn't, there was just a few, and it was like, ooh, these are great, these are great. And all of a sudden it's just like, blah. Everybody's got them. They are cool. Smock lock, love it. Favorite thumb stud? Yeah. No offense to my Moorish, because I'd say my Moorish is the other thumb stud, main thumb stud. I look at a lot of my favorite knives, and more often than not, they have flicking holes. Definitely more of a flicking hole. What's up, Steve? Double. Oh, speaking of this reminds me of something. This is the MBK. God, letters. Monterey Bay Honey Badger. I love the Honey Badger. Definitely one of my top favorites. Feels good in the hand. Smaller knife. Forward angle. Feels good. Solid stuff. Snappy. And it reminds me of one of my Grail knives. And one of my Grail knives has been, I guess it's been in my list of Grails for the last maybe year or two. Kevin Smith and Knives sent one for me to check out and do a review of. Was it Kevin? Or was it Lanyard Man? No, it wasn't Lefty. It was Kevin. Losing my mind. Kizer's is more of a compression lock. Yeah, a lot of them are different. A lot of them are different. But I feel like if anything, just it's like all of a sudden everything's got it. All of a sudden you might start getting burned out by it. Not yet, but it's like take it easy. I love this song. You don't have to play it 3 times. We heard it once. We'll hear it again tomorrow or something. You don't want to burn it out. But here it is. I believe it's, did they close this now? Or is it still, nope, sold out. No longer available. No longer available. Pre-order custom knife factory CKF Rotten Evo XS Lefty Gray Bark Stonewash Titanium M398, as we were just talking about. Make the shot bigger. And then it gets smaller. This was a pre-order over the weekend. They had several righties available and then one style of lefty. I did. So this was just the pre-order. So there was 2 sizes, the Evo XS and then the Evo 5. The 5 is closer to an 8-inch knife. I ended up getting the XS. So it's a pre-order. We're looking at waiting about a year. At least they have detent. The Main Street button lock, and the coming soon. Is that a regular button lock or that top liner one we were looking at? Was it this one, Mick? Because that one is pretty rad. Whoops, where is it? Here it is. So I did order this, or I pre-ordered. So we're going to have to wait about a year, it said. That was the thing. Several projects. Estimated release date for the Evo is about a year. No exact dates. And then we'll have to pay a little bit more upon purchase. But again, this is kind of one of my grails. It's a smaller one, so this one's going to be similar in size. If you see it, it does have kind of some similarities, blade shape, to this one right here. If you look at both shots. So this is the Monterey Bay Honey Badger. The main difference would be the Evo is going to be chunkier, thicker this way. And the Evo has more of a forward choil. You can see right here. It's got that forward choil that you can get up in there where you can't on the Honey Badger. And then obviously the Honey Badger has the thumb stud instead of the flicking hole. But this is very similar. The Evo is actually like a 1/4 of an inch shorter than the Honey Badger. It was supposed to come out in April, but they keep pushing it back. The Evo's hollow is deep. Yeah, the grinds on the Evos are sick. I'm excited, but we're going to be waiting like a year, so settle in on that. Seems like the majority of people don't like it, but Steve 00 is saving the doll hairs for the new tractor instead of the Evo. You know, get what you like. Where can I see a pic of the new tractor? Coming soon in Kansept. That Contra. Ooh, the Maverick. Ooh, the Baroon. Oh, I'm sorry. They had these at the show. Those are sick. Maverick's nice. K9. God, they got a lot of cool stuff happening. What's this one called again? Shit. Is it on page 2? I didn't miss it, did I? There it is. Main Street top liner lock. So that one. That looks like it's the only one. That's pretty hard. L-Max. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that does look cool. Konsept's definitely been making some wild stuff. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah, Mick, that one looks pretty cool. L-Max and that grind on the handle. I like it. I like it. So no picture of the tractor anywhere? Can we check out the blue one? Which blue one? The blue one on where? Can of Biscuit. Was there a blue one on here? There is. Let me know, Can of Biscuit. I'll click it. Did they say how much it's going to cost, or they don't really have a price on it yet? No price. L-Max, what, it's going to be 200? What do you think? 220? 189. Probably a couple $100 though, I'd guess. So the blue one, which blue one, Can of Biscuit? Any other guesses on the price on that one? Even the top priced Konsepts. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm definitely going to be thinking about this more than I should for the next year. Anyone want to make guesses on the actual release date? When is it going to be on my table? When is the new Evo XS Lefty going to be on my table? Right here. Mick says 189. Yep, that's kind of where I was at too. About $200 would be my guess. I'm going to guess that the Evo, the CKF probably won't be here till after my birthday, probably June. I don't know. I don't know. I'm definitely more excited about it than I should be because it's a long wait. But it's definitely one of those grail type when I got to review Kevin's. I liked it a lot. Maybe 30 more because it's L-Max. right? September, Steve. Like a year and like 2 months from now. Oh. Landerman already made the justification. He's like, well, if it takes 1 year from now, and he pre-ordered both of them, all he has to do is put away $20 from every paycheck until then, and he'll have enough money to pay for it. It's like, oh, $20 a check? That doesn't really seem like all that much. For a year, though, it adds up. So it's like, yeah, put away that $20. Except for the pre-order delays always seem to happen. Yeah, I know. Well, but they're also kind of putting out, what did they call it? What do they say? Estimated release is about a year, no exact dates. Roughly 12 months. You would think that they're throwing in, if they're calling it that far, they're already kind of expecting a delay with that date. You know what I mean? If it's more than a year, they're expecting a delay already built into it. If they say, oh, it's 6 months, they've already got a number. Now, oh, it's 6 months. Then the delay could add a month or two. Or like the, where are you? There you are. Hi. This was one of my first big like pre-order. I hate sharpening Elmax. October 38th. But this was supposed to, I almost got myself. Supposed to be 6 months, and it ended up being 8. You know, so they gave it a 6-month window, but it ended up being 8. But it was because it's 6 months. If you're saying, oh, about a year, like, that's already quite a bit of time. But it said, they also said something to the effect of several projects. So we wait. Can't do it now. I don't know if they're gonna open this back up, but they basically only had it open for the weekend of the 10th through the 13th. M398, 62 to 63 HRC. Like, how do they know that already? It's gonna be a year. We already know what the hardness is gonna be. 8 months, not a bad wait. I mean, now I've had it for a long time. Got my lefty Strix. Dong cut himself 3 times and no knives involved. Stained glass. Dude works with stained glass. I mean, that's sharp. That's a thing. This is a great knife. Love it. It's big though. It's a large one, so I feel like something that's more like this size, like the mouse bird. This is more of a daily type of a carry. Tight in the hand. It's also an open pre-order, so depending on the volume, it could be way more than they were anticipating. Right, because it's open. But that was kind of the way, that was the same way with my Strix. That was an open order. Anyone who wants to order through these days may make an order. So who knows? And then I know for mine, I ended up having to wait because they got a delay. All the folks that ordered the Zircotai like accessories or the anodized clip and stuff, that pushed everything back. So even though I didn't get either of those, I had to wait on mine because of that put everything into back order. When's the snarf coming out? Hopefully soon. That seems like that one's been a long time. Get cut all the time at work from plastic parts. I get cut from like, because we have plastic trays that are stacked into each other and they get stuck into each other. And they're like the vacuum form trays. And the edge kind of scoops out. And then if it tears or it gets a break in it, that corner, that crease where the plastic is broken, woo, careful running your hands near that. It'll slice right into you. That happens to me more often than anything else. Moorish. Action's so good. Woo. Just so clean, so smooth. Dude makes these. Sick. Sick. I want to make. I want to make. Lord. 6:10. I'm hungry. What's for dinner? Celebration. I should go get some sushi. Order some takeout from somewhere in the new fresh home. The freshest of home. Wish I could get a Moorish. I wish I could afford a Moorish. I'd have them make me a lefty. I don't need this one to be a lefty at all because the way the lock is set, it works perfect. So it's not a big deal. But I know the quality that's there, and now it's like, ooh. Hoffy's eating Chick-fil-A. I would rather have Popeyes. I prefer Popeyes. Cane's is all right too. I haven't been to Cane's in a while. But if I was just going to get a chicken sandwich, man, I would definitely go to Popeyes. That's my jam. Anyone else getting overwhelmed with production knives? Got several high-end knives, but feel that I'm being forced financially to purchase for a product that's more expensive. Yeah, no, yeah. It's every year stuff changes a little bit. I get a little more spicy, you know. Desires kind of go up a little bit. But I'm kind of finding a hot spot where I just like, to me, like a good S90V in titanium, or, you know, because I got several of those. This one, you know, these are great knives. This one, that's kind of my sweet spot right now. Or even the titanium. What is that? What's on the, this is CPM 154, I think. I mean, the Taipan's got that magnet cut, so there's that. But these are my jam right now. This kind of range, I'm digging it. The Moorish is out of my range, but fortunately for me, I have some people that love me more than they love you guys. S90V is great, right? S90V 154. I'm cool with that. Hell, I don't mind my M390. About to go to dinner and a show. Dolly Parton Stampede. Full chicken and sides. Oh, that sounds really good. Food baby. Dude, the full chicken. See, now that makes me kind of just want to go to like a classic like KFC, where you get the KFC, you get the chicken, you get your mashed potatoes and gravy, you get some corn, you get some coleslaw, maybe get some mac and cheese too. The mix of all of that. Mmm. Can't afford. Yeah, the customs are. I'm in that 2 to 4 range. It's kind of a sweet spot. But been really kind of budgeted out lately. I just picked up this. This is definitely under that. What are these retail for? 130, something like that. But this is my newest. Tell me that's not sweet. Focus, focus, focus. Hocus, pocus, chocus. It don't care. It's like, and it'll be all blurry up here and focused on exactly where I just had the knife. Like my hand. Oh, look, perfect focus. Knife in front of my hand. Food. Food sounds good. Food sounds good. And it's Tuesday. Tri-State goes on at 7. I haven't been able to tune in on his. I haven't tuned in on anything lately. Lately, with all the stuff, the house things, I've been stressed and busy and haven't gotten. I've been kind of in a rut. In a rut. One of the ruts. Got to see 311 and Dirty Heads with Rome on Sunday. What? 311 last weekend? I've seen 311 a few times. Over 20 years ago. That's cool. How was the show? Sounds like it was. I mean, I'm imagining it was a great time. Mick, check out Vulcan Knives. Full customs, production prices. All knives are one-of-a-kind custom creations. Everyone gets their own. These are the current knives that I have available. None. Coming soon. None. Gallery of but he's got a gallery of past work. That is what is up. Gallery of past work, dude. That's what's up. Especially because if he's doing one of a kinds, it's like he made one and it's gone. Ooh, that looks fun. Aculus. I love that huge finger choil. How's the action on his folders? And what does a folder like that go for, Steve? What are these folders that he's got? What are the price range on these? Approximately. Ooh. Ooh. Grateful Dong, you see this? You have one of the Kiradashi frame locks. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, he's got some fun shapes. Fun designs. Ooh. Look at the harpoon way out there. Look at that. I zoom in. Oh. Damn it. It pushed me back. Wow. Steve Double O paid $385. Great looking stuff. Home. Save. Robin's got a few Vulcans. Well, there's a link if you want to check them out. Pretty cool. I'm interested. I'm going to go through them again. But it looks like you'll have to wait until he's got some that are available. Or is it some you get a hold of Mark and say, oh, I really like your this. And then, hey, will you make me one of these? And then maybe he will. Looks like they have a lot of names. The Lapis, the Arius, Aculus, Curva. So it looks like he's got some stuff that he does. Do you get to choose your design? No, you got to give him money and then he just makes it. I'm sure you get to have a say of like, ooh, I love the way your spider web pattern looks. Or looks like he does a lot of handle patterns. Like, see, this one's got more of a geometric, and this is kind of more of a scaly dots, diamonds. Dude, that warny right there, that's cool. That's cool. All custom. So yeah, you kind of help him build it and he'll give you a price. Email him right there. Be like, I'm interested in this. Out of Hillsborough, California. Oh, maybe he drops a few at a time. I would assume that you could also get a hold of him and maybe get on some type of books. Yeah, just pay attention to his Instagram. Here's his Insta. Just click the link. Ooh, nice looking fixies. Yeah. Vulcan Magnicuts. Quite a variety of, I mean, the mill patterns or whatever. Ooh, look at this little chunk. Ugh, small crossbar. That'll cut my hand. I already cut my palm on it just looking at it. Pretty much first come, first serve, no books. I would imagine though, if you were like, hey, I'm on the lookout for one of these, and it'd be like, oh, I might have one of those coming soon. That's a fun blade. Dude, look at the frag on the, what? That's serious. That's pretty wild. I mean, on the blade itself, it looks deeper on the blade than it does on that handle piece. Grateful Dawn. Dan, when you start making blades, think Hawkbill Fixie. Hawkbill Fixie. Dude, trust, bro. You trust. I got you. I got you in every way you could possibly want. And more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Man, this chair is squeaky. How do I can I spray the springs up underneath there? It's all under inside. I can't take this apart. How do I get to the springs and oil? How do I oil up the springs? I don't know how I feel about the frag blade. It's cool but confusing. 100% agree with you. It's cool looking. I like frag. It's weird. I do kind of have feelings though. Catching feelings, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I am starting to get silly. I need to get something to eat. I don't have much at the house. I could just order something and wait. Or I could just go. I don't know where to go. Chinese food would be good, or something, or some lo mein or something. Just let it squeak. If you're missing a nail, the nail's not missing. It's right over here somewhere. Shit. It's somewhere. It's over here somewhere. Where are you, nail? It's not missing. It's right here. It's right there. Then we all know where the nail is. It's right there. It's right there. I use my knives regardless of price and just want them to perform. Yes. Yes. There are some that I get that are a little more, and you know, like something like this. I'm going to baby this. I'll be totally honest. I am definitely going to baby this. But I'm still going to carry it. I'm still going to cut open some boxes and use it. I am not one that wants to put it. I don't like to put them in cases at all. I want to see them. I want to know they exist. I want to touch them. So yeah, I cut with everything. Again, sure. I got a bunch of nasty, gross stuff. I won't pick that up. I'll pick up something else. I got plenty. But I still use my knives. I mean, this is 1 of 11. You know, and if you look at one of the sides, I did scrape it up a bit, cutting up some stuff, kind of pried in with, or not pried, but you can see a little discoloration on the tip. You know, this is a limited custom that I got that I've cut stuff. I've carried it. I've used it. It's probably one of the only 1 of 11s I've got. I mean, I guess the Motley's a 1 of 1, but you know, I don't know. You ever have real Chinese wings? Are those the ones where they hollow all the bone out and then they stuff it full of other things? If that's the case, yeah, I've had those. Those are good. I was weirded out the first time though, because I got one I didn't know it didn't have bones in it. I'm like, wait a minute. What? This is all delicious. Where's the bones? They are tasty. No doubt. Dinner. Peace out, y'all, says Steve Double O. I'm joining you. I'll be right there with you. I am doing the same. I'm gonna go snag me some food. I might go pick up some sushi. Call it in. Run and grab it. Or maybe, see, if it was like winter, cold, I'd go get some pho. Get a banh mi sandwich and some pho. So that's hot. Nobody wants to eat super hot, big, huge bowl of hot soup right now. Ugh. But when you're cold, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, Magnus Lutz Ho, Thomas, Dong, appreciate you. Magnus Lutz for life. Ho ho. And we have at least one of the Moorish men in the house, Dong. Save up your bucks, pick up a Moorish. These are sick. It's so crisp and delicious, juicy. Yeah. Thank you all for putting me in a good, happy place. This is my happy place. Again, apologize if I've been a little stressed lately. Things have been going, but they've been going forward in good ways, and I'm excited. So welcome to hell. Hey, Nate just showed up right when I'm leaving. Love you, bud. I'm gonna go get some dinner. But I am a homeowner. So welcome to hell. Welcome to hell. Nate, appreciate you, bud. I did pick this up. I got it. It's fun. I'm pretty happy with it. It's tiny, but it's cute. And it's good size, little 3-finger grabbing small cuts and stuff. Magnus Lutz, ho, 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 ho. Yeah. And we have a double up on the Moorish men. The Moorish men in the house. But thank you all so much. Nate, sorry, busting out here. I got to go get some dinner. Starving. Gonna celebrate with the new house. Me and the new house, just the two of us. But always good to talk to you. Glad you stopped in right at the end there. Have a great night. Have a great night, everyone. Stay sharp. Stay classy. Lots of stuff on the way. House is ours. We can now do the things that we want to do with the house. We're going to start making knives. Let's go. All good. Been hell at work. Keep on trucking, Hate Nate. We love you. You got it. Thank you all so much. Dong, Nate, Thomas, Magnus Lutz for life. And everybody else, the lurkers, all of you. Take care. Here, we'll get this one out one more time. Bam, bam. Ooh, look at that little, look at how cute it is.